The sun is rising on Home Island, and it's peak hour here. The ferry, like clockwork, is on time, ready to take the hard-working Cocos Malay and the school children to West Island. And they're off for another day, another $1. Well, literally, there is a dollar who works on West Island. Meet Dollar.
Nama saya Dola Seniin. Saya lahir di Cocos Island. Nama bapak saya kasih nama saya Dola. Ya, tak tahu.
Ringgit.
Ringgit, yeah.
I think it's influenced by like the Clunies-Ross family. Like a lot of people here has like a Western name.
Yeah.
And yeah, my grandma named my dad Dollar.
Where else does it come from? They didn't have the outside world. That was where any influence would have come from.
This unusual naming process was very widespread. Amongst other names we have champagne, desk, bat, mat, wedding and darling. There's also a weekly, but sadly no monthly.
Living in Cocos is good because one thing I like in Cocos is like a very peaceful place. No violence.
Kemungkinan spesialnya sebab mix orang yang dahulu berbeza-beza pendapat, beza adat, culture, mungkin jadi bila diadu disamakan jadi satu, mungkin unik daripada itu.
Pulau Cocos, otherwise known as Cocos Keeling Islands. You can literally walk around the island in an hour, or run it in 15 minutes, or a slow buggy ride in 10. Let's go for a ride. Well, maybe not that fast. Let me introduce you to the island. Welcome to the CBD of this metropolis. Here's the post office, Centrelink, where Haji Adam resides, and a police station. Police, you ask? Well, you do get the odd speeding ticket, but it's hard to speed on a buggy. Shamrock's supermarket. It's got most of your grocery needs, fresh fruit and veggies, and frozen meats, drinks, lots of soft drinks. But you'd better be quick. Food runs out quite quickly around here, and it's not cheap. The local council building, a few workshops, a cute museum, a not so cute rubbish tip, and a generator for electricity for the 500 or so residents. Over on this side is the central mosque, the one and only. A medical clinic, that's important. And of course, the school and the gym. For half of the men on the island, they're all so buff. And the oldest and biggest building on the island, Oceania House. A bit of a museum piece in itself, although you can actually stay here. The locals say it's haunted. There are a few restaurants and shops, and voila, this is Home Island.
And it's almost like stepping back in time. It's a beautiful place, it has its challenges, but yeah, we love it.
It's time to meet Haji Adam. His real name is Rabuhu Anthony.
How's it going?
Hi, how are you going?
I'm recording.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
It looks good.
Well, the Cocos culture basically brought from Banten. by our all ancestors anyway. So the culture is really properly maintained on Cocos Island. We're trying to keep the culture continuously up to until our young generations in the future.
Haji Adam is the spiritual leader of Home Island. He is the head imam of the mosque.
Mostly people select their sons or daughters' name from what they listen.
Meet Haji Boss.
Punya nama Bos binti Raifat. Oscar bilang bos orang besar gitu ya, pengurus bekerja lah.
Boss helps Haji Adam in the mosque by reciting the call to prayer, and 5 times a day it echoes over Home Island, calling the faithful to the house of Allah.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
We hear the call to prayer 5 times a day. One of the only places that I'm aware of in Australia that does it. It echoes across the kampong, and it's a reminder for us to go and do those daily prayers.
Islam is central to the Cocos Malay identity. The only place in Australia where the birthday of the Prophet Muhammad is a public holiday.
Maulid Nabi is the celebration for Muhammad's birthday. We expect tomorrow everyone will be turning up for the celebrations, and we'll be having the nashi, and the tambourine will be drums.
It wasn't always like this. Islam was not practiced as it is today, but over time it was reintroduced to the island.
Belum pernah ada keket tudung begini sana. Kembang di konde dicacak ni. Kembang. Tak boleh tak cantik-cantik orang Cocos bari.
Dulu-dulu Islamnya belum kuat kan ya. Orang yang naik dari, awal yang naik kanti banyak lah. Dulu kan ada awalnya paman saya tu Kudus jalankan Islam ni. Jadi kita ni belajar orang kan masuk Islam kan. Jadi sekarang sudah alhamdulillah sudah banyak kan Cocos ada Islam semua.
Cocos community is now in its 200th year, established on the 6th of December 1825 by a Scotsman named John Clunies-Ross. Basically, what you have here is a fusion between Scottish, English and Indonesian cultures. Hence, the unusual names.
My name is Norima Leslie.
My name is Valerie from Cocos Islands.
Kasih nama Nelson Ben Moxen.
Nama saya Bibli.
Nama saya Hamiril, saya asal daripada Cocos sana.
Kabul bin Srepen.
Le boy saya nama Cassidy.
Nama saya Wade Hill binti Apat.
You know, one family decided name their children after one of the supervisor, if you like, that are working with the Clunies-Ross family, and then others then start to follow because they reckon it is kind of good, if you like, or different by having all these white names.
They choose names that they come across people that came to Cocos Islands, mainly from the cable station.
Dulu Tuan John, Tuan John ada ya, nama ini Tuan Keegan ya. Yang kali saya ingat kali naik kerana tu, mungkin ambil tu nama dari situ ya.
Ozzie McRae has lived on the islands for over 25 years. His father, grandfather and great-grandfather traced their heritage all the way back.
My name is Osman McRae, and I was born in Malaysia, but originally my father, Cocos Islanders. He left the island in the 50s. 41 years ago when Cocos Island been taken over by the Australian government, and he didn't decide to come back here on island, and he decided to bring us back here.
Every organisation needs a manager. Meet manager.
Ya, nama manager tinggal di Cocos Island. Ya, pasal apa nama saya manager tu senang dong pakai gitu kan. Ya, ingat kan macam bilang orang besar nong jadi nama begitu lah. Saya suka bilang nama kan manager tapi orangnya tak, bukan yang besar.
Wa'uddin, or Idri Austin, is one of the oldest on the island and performs basket weaving for the tourists. He still practices the traditional art of weaving, salt making and soap making.
Saya namanya Idri Austin. Bapak dorang ngambil nama orang putih, saya dong kasih nama bos ya. Ya, mak dorang, bapak dorang dong cari di dalam tu itu kali ya surat bos.
He is also a bit of a charmer with the ladies. Whenever he has a chance to show off his dance moves in what is known as a traditional dangsa or Scottish reel, he leaps at the chance.
Kita tak aja, kita mesti anak-anak, kita menonton yang tua-tua yang anak mali saja. Dangsa, joget, jadi kita ikut. Ya, pasal apa kita sekarang ni, kita belajar biola.
Home Island is full of love stories. Here, love is in the air. Meet Thomas, who came from New Zealand to discover love in paradise and married Umira, Dolla's daughter.
Had traditional Cocos Malay wedding, and then after our daughter's birth, she was only about a month old, we decided to make the trip up here to live, to be closer to family and see how we could make a life for ourselves here.
He's a great dad.
Oh, I didn't say that very convincingly. Remember, we're on camera.
The old tradition of hunting turtles has all but ended. But the art of sailing these unique boats called jukung is still very popular. And now the new generations are learning the skill. Each year they race over a period of a month, and the winner takes all, including the bragging rights. There is, however, the odd mishap. Many of the seniors are advanced in their age, and there are only a handful left who recall the Clunies-Ross era.
Saya dulu memangnya susah cari kehidupan, bantu mak bapak. Itu duit saya kasih mak saya. Jadi saya bekerja dari umur 13 tahun sampai umur saya 18. Gaji saya naik, baru naik RM6.
There are two things in life that is for certain: death and taxes. The ritual of burial takes place on the only cemetery on Home Island. We may never ever know the mystery of why these names were given. But suffice to say, what's in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other name, would smell just as sweet.
Saya Mas bin Naib.
Warren bin Dedian.
Delina Mula.
Bat bin Baini.
Nama saya Demas. Nama saya Bianca Gibah.
Nama saya Bujang Solaya.
Yasri bin Asmara.
Zainil Wali.
Ali bin Waka.
Nama saya Nibra. Medwin.
Cocos Islands is a special place, unique, welcoming, warm, It has its storms and days of tumult, but at the end of the day, calm is restored and people return to the tranquility and peace of this place. The Cocos Malay await your visit. Come and dip your toe into the water.